Best walk-on all time, UConn?
Yeah, UConn Huskies, man. That story's crazy. I remember I was with my best friend Mike. We were at the carnival, the Portland Carnival in Connecticut. And we went to the carnival for like an hour, and I got a phone call from my mom. She's like, I need you to come home right now. I'm like, damn, all right, what the hell did I do? I thought I curfew not till another 2 hours. I should be straight. I don't know what's going on. So I had my boy Mike take me back home, and I pull up to my aunt's house, and she comes and greets me at the door, and she brings me in the house. We go downstairs, the lights is all dim and shit, like some Godfather type shit, like my whole family downstairs. They all just sitting there looking at me, and they're like, what's your plans for next year? 'Cause I graduated early as a junior. Yeah. And I was like, well, my plan was to go back to high school. All my friends was gonna go to school. Chris Dunn, who I played with AAU, he went to New London High School. He was gonna leave and do his PG year at the Wilbraham and Munson with me and my best friend Mike. And I was like, that was my plan. I was like, that's what we had planned. I already enrolled to school, had my fucking suit and tie and all that shit ready to go. So I'm ready to go. And my family was like, nah, we think you're too good. You're far past your years at high school. You shouldn't play another year. You need to go to college. I was like, it's August. It's August. Like the semester about to start in like a week. So what we doing? Like, where am I going?
Yeah.
So they're like, every school in the country was recruiting me, from Florida Gators, North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky, UConn. I mean, you go down the list of great teams: USC, UCLA, everybody, Texas. So like, where do you want to go? I was like, my favorite schools at the time was Duke, Florida, Kentucky, and UConn, because I grew up watching UConn. I lived in Connecticut, so I got to see like Stanley Robinson, Kimball Walker, Jerome Dyson, Hashim Thabit.
Oh yeah.
Jerome Dyson used to get their hair braided at my aunt's salon, so I've had a relationship with them since I was like 12 years old. Watching them come in out of my salon, fucking, I'm like 6'5" in like 8 years, but Hashim's 7'3", so his big ass walking through my aunt's salon, ducking and shit. So see those guys on TV, and then you see them in real life, like, damn, this is a really big dude, bro. Like, damn. So I always chop it up with him, just ask him like how he got to where he was at. How he became a good shot blocker. I learned a lot from him too at such a young age. So I was a little bit more advanced.
Yeah.
So not to get caught up with that. So now we're sitting there. We're like, all right, well, let's narrow your options down. So it's between Kentucky, Duke, and UConn. So I'm like, all right, well now we got to narrow it down. Like, we can't just sit here and say we got three. Like, we got to pick one. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So as a biased committee, everybody was like, we want you to go to UConn because it's right in our backyard.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bet. So I was like, I didn't put up a fight. I knew better. I knew I was too good to play in high school still. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll go to college. So I didn't really put up a fight with them. Like, you need to go.
Okay.
So, I try to call Coach Calhoun. I try to call everybody at UConn, and nobody was answering. It's August now. Everybody's still on vacation, getting ready to head back, and got no phone calls. So I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, what y'all want me to do? Like, nobody's answering. Who do I call? Like, it was harder to get in contact with college coaches back then than it is now.
Yeah.
So like, if you couldn't answer on the phone, you just gotta wait for them to call you back. So
damn.
I remember, I think I was probably one of the first people to commit to a school like on Twitter. Like, I think I was one of the first people to do that.
What year was that?
2011, 2012.
Oh,
I think 2011. Excuse me. I think I was one of the first people to do that shit.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, bet. You know what? I'm gonna tweet it. Like, you gonna do what? Like, yeah, I'm gonna tweet it. I think that's the only way it's gonna get somebody's attention. Like, if I don't do it, because nobody knows what I'm doing right now. So I was like, if I tweet it, somebody's gonna call me.
That's facts. Yeah.
So actually, I lied. Before I tweeted it, I called Alex Oriaki.
Okay.
I called him because I remember I still had his number. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, what's going on? I got him on FaceTime. He was like, oh, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm like, I'm good. I was like, hey, man, I know he's at a party. Like, I know you at a party right now, but I got some news for you. He's like, what? I'm like, I'm about to come to school. He said, what the fuck you just say? I was like, yeah, I'm about to commit to UConn. This man at a party put his phone up in the air and go, Drummond's coming to UConn. Everybody in the background going fucking nuts, like losing their mind, going crazy. I said, yo, focus, bro. I need to get a hold of coach. Like, how do I do this? Like, what I need to do? He said, all right, I'm gonna try to get a hold of coach now. So he hangs up. So I just said, forget it. So I go on my phone. I tweet. I don't know. You could probably find a tweet.
Yeah.
If you can go back that far.
Yeah.
I said, I hear about the clear that I'm gonna go to the University of Connecticut. Within 60 seconds, I got a phone call from Kevin Ali. within 60 seconds, I got a phone call. He's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, let me get a hold of coach. He's at a camping trip, so that's why he didn't answer me. He was away with his family camping.
Yeah.
So he calls me back like 2 hours later. He's like, oh man, I'm just really excited to hear that you want to come here. He's like, but there's one hiccup. I was like, what's up? He was like, we have no more scholarships. We just gave the last one away to DeAndre Daniels because he just signed like 2 weeks before I made this decision. So DeAndre Daniels got the last scholarship. I was like, all right. He's like, well, we could put you on financial aid where you pretty much, you'll pay a decent amount, but you have to owe it back whenever you leave. We know you're going to the NBA.
That is tough. That is so tough.
We know you're going, so like the financial aid is not going to kill you that much. So
that's tough.
I'm like, all right, cool, we can do that. He's like, or we can, take DeAndre Daniels' scholarship and make him pay. And I said no. I said I didn't want the scholarship. I was like, let him have it.
Solid.
I was like, I don't want that. I was like, I'll take the loan. I told my mom, I was like, I'm going to, I told her to her face, I was like, I'm going to the NBA, so just suck it up for a year or however long I'm here.
Yeah.
I was like, just take the loan. I know it's going to put us in a tough situation.
Solid.
We're going to be fine. So, long story short, I go up to campus. I get red flagged, obviously. They're like, why is the number one player in the nation being a fucking walk-on at the University of Connecticut who just won the year before? Like, something fishy's going on.
Yeah.
so they red flagged me, so I had to like go back home for like 2 weeks till they cleared everything up. So I ended up going back to school and playing my year at UConn, man. And the rest is history. Here I am.
You never told that story?
I tell that story, but not as in depth as I just did.
Oh my God.
Like with the whole scholarship thing, I never told that part before. So that's a gem for you right there. But yeah, DeAndre Daniels is like one of my best friends too. He's one of my best friends in school and to this day still. And he always, always is appreciative of that moment because it could have been a lot different from him if he didn't have that scholarship.
That's fact, yeah.
So.